The real reason why Blake Shelton left The Voice. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The Voice Season 28 is almost here. The latest installment of the NBC series is set to return on Monday, September 22, 2025, and fans are ecstatic to see which new artists get their chance to compete on TV. With Reba McEntire, Michael Bublé, Niall Horan, and Snoop Dogg all coaching the latest batch of musicians, it'll be hard to root for just one team this season. But with the news of The Voice coming back, let's not forget how folks are already pumped about the fact Season 29 has also been confirmed for the spring of 2026. Set to be called The Voice Battle of Champions, viewers will see returning coaches Adam Levine, Kelly Clarkson, and John Legend all try to prove that they are the mentors to beat. But with all these famous faces back on our screens, how come we haven't talked about Blake Shelton? After all, he was part of the original program from day one, but he famously left The Voice after 23 seasons back in May 2023. So, is there a chance that Blake Shelton is returning to The Voice as well? Well, we hate to break it to you, but it may be a while before we see him pop back up on the competition series. As for the reason behind why Blake won't be returning to The Voice, that's due to him co-executive producing and starring in another singing competition series on CBS. Titled The Road, the project will follow Blake, Keith Urban, and Gretchen Wilson as they search to find the next big music superstar. And if that's not enough, the show is also from the minds of Taylor Sheridan, Lee Metzger, and David Glasser. And for those wondering when they can see Blake back on their TV screens, CBS revealed The Road's official release date will be Sunday, October 19, 2025. The Road to Music Stardom begins Sunday, Oct 19 on at CBS and at Paramount+. The caption read alongside the Instagram announcement on July 11. But that's not all. At the time of Blake's exit from The Voice, he mentioned how he wanted to be more present as a husband to wife Gwen Stefani, who he married back in 2021, and stepfather to sons Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo. Gwen shares her sons with ex-husband Gavin Rossdale. I think the only way for me to really parent right is to step away from being committed to something like The Voice that demands a lot of your time, he shared back then to Access Hollywood. There's no way around it. If you're going to do it and do it right, you have to be 10% in. And I just feel like those days are behind me for now. I got a more important job. As The Voice gears up for its highly anticipated season, 28 fans can't help but feel the void left by one of the show's most beloved and iconic coaches, Blake Shelton. His absence is being felt more than ever as new teasers roll out and coaches take their places in the iconic red chairs for another round of blind auditions. Although Blake officially stepped away after season 23, the curiosity surrounding his departure hasn't faded. If anything, the speculation has only grown, with fans desperate to know the real reason behind his emotional exit from the show that helped define an era of television. For over a decade, Blake Shelton wasn't just a coach on The Voice, he was the heartbeat of the show. His signature country charm, witty banter, fierce loyalty, and unexpected emotional depth made him a fan favorite season after season. His chemistry with fellow coaches, including Adam Levine, Kelly Clarkson, and of course his now wife Gwen Stefani, brought a unique dynamic to the screen, one that balanced competition with camaraderie and humor with heart. His record as a coach was equally impressive, boasting multiple wins and championing artists who went on to build serious careers in music. But beneath the jokes and cowboy hats, Blake Shelton had been quietly wrestling with the pressures of a demanding filming schedule and the growing desire to prioritize his personal life. When he announced his departure, fans were left shocked. Though supportive, he kept the reasoning vague, at first saying it was just time to step away and that he wanted to spend more time with family. However, recent insider accounts and subtle clues from Blake himself are now revealing the deeper emotional and personal motivations behind his decision. At the core of Blake's exit was a desire for simplicity, for stillness, and for something real after years of living in the constant rhythm of cameras, lights, and competition. The country star began to feel the emotional and spiritual weight of burnout. Sources close to Blake say that the grueling back-to-back filming schedules, combined with touring commitments and personal obligations, took a toll on him in a way he never publicly expressed. He loved being on the show, but he also missed the freedom of being just Blake, not Blake the coach or Blake the celebrity, just Blake the man who fell in love with music long before there were ratings or red buttons. Blake has often said that his roots are everything to him, and those roots are grounded in Oklahoma, where he and Gwen Stefani share a ranch far removed from the Hollywood spotlight. Friends say that over the years, Blake started craving more time at the ranch, more moments tending to the land, sitting on the porch, playing his guitar, and enjoying uninterrupted dinners with Gwen and her kids. For him, those simple joys became more meaningful than any trophy or television accolade, and eventually they became the priority. Another powerful factor in Blake's decision was love, not just romantic love, but the love of family. Blake has spoken publicly about his deep bond with Gwen's children and how being a stepfather changed his perspective on everything. He didn't want to be the dad figure who was always away or always distracted by work. He wanted to be present, to show up for school, plays, dinners, ball games, and the quiet everyday moments that make up a real family life. He felt that staying on The Voice any longer would mean sacrificing those irreplaceable experiences. Gwen herself has hinted at how emotionally draining the schedules became for both of them, especially when they were on the show together. She described it as a whirlwind, where even the time they did spend together felt like work. Blake recognized this too, and he knew that if he didn't make the change now, he might regret it later. He wanted to be the kind of partner and father figure who could give his full attention, not just his leftover energy after a long shoot day. But beyond personal reasons, there was a creative side to Blake's decision as well. He began feeling the itch to return to his roots as a musician without the distractions of TV fame. Sources say he has been quietly writing new music, exploring themes of home, love, and faith, songs that reflect where he is in life now rather than where he was when he started his television journey. He missed the raw storytelling of country music and wanted to reconnect with that part of himself without balancing the polished structure of a network show. Despite his exit, Blake has remained supportive of the show, cheering on new coaches and contestants from a distance. He still stays in touch with longtime crew members and even occasionally checks in on how things are going behind the scenes. He's proud of what The Voice has become and the lives it's changed, but he also knows in his heart that stepping away was the right call. He did it not because he was tired of the show, but because he wanted to honor the parts of his life that matter most to him now. As season 28 approaches, the show is evolving with a new lineup of coaches, fresh talent, and a renewed energy, but Blake Shelton's legacy is still everywhere. His iconic one-liners, his heartfelt speeches, and his fierce love for his team shaped The Voice into more than just a competition. It became a community, and Blake was the soul of it all. Fans may miss seeing his boots under that red chair, but they're also witnessing a new chapter in the life of an artist who chose peace over pressure, family over fame, and authenticity over applause. Blake Shelton's departure from The Voice wasn't a goodbye to music or to his fans. It was a hello to the life he's always wanted, and now finally gets to live on his terms. Well, even with The Road coming to TV this fall, here's to hoping Blake will make an appearance on The Voice at some point soon. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.